Hey there everybody, MST3K Forever here, and I'm here playing the Stanley Parable. As it says, you are playing the Stanley Parable. I don't really know what this is. However, several years ago, I don't remember who it was, but I watched an LP of a Gary's mod that I think I want to say was called the Stanley Parable. It was a Gary's mod level that was set up, and I don't know. And I've seen the demo played for another popular LP channel. But I don't know what this is. And also, you're probably not going to hear as many jokes from me coming out this time as I'm recording this set on. I wanted to play this game for a while, and I figured, what the hell, why not record it? So let's take a look at the options real quick. Let's see the extras right now. See audio. Headphones. There we go. It cut kind of stuff out. Okay. Closed captioning. I'll leave that off for right now. Music volume. Can I adjust this? Oh, it is adjusting. Okay. Master volume. We'll turn that down just a little bit here. Turn that down just a little bit there. Oh, that's weird. Okay, closed captioning, subtitles only. That's always important to have, especially when you're doing an LP. There. Perfect. Why did I lose most of my... I lost like half my sound, though. Mysterious game. Oh, it just left. Alright. Click on video. What? No, that's fine. Okay, advanced. Don't think I need to look at any... No, this looks good. Set for my piece of shit computer. Okay. Okay, that's all I need to work with. Here we go. The end is never the end. The end is loading The end is loading me? The hell is that talking? Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That was the longest fucking loading screen I've ever seen.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Well, next to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Yeah, this is like the mod I saw.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had that happened. This complete isolation.
Slight skip there.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, I am now in control. I should be able to interact with things. I don't know what they do. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Someone's supernova out there again. It seems to happen too often. What's that say? Oh. Oh. I'll never know. I think I turned that off. I think I did that. Like work, like blood, something? Well, you have to save power, like a good little intern or whatever I am. I can click things, but... Oh. Begin the game again. That's weird. Alright, I guess we'll just continue on. I hate Mondays. Oh. That's pleasant. Oh, numbers. Numbers are always good.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve let it ball up inside you, take out passive aggression on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Huh. Using slides to... Nice. Very nice. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Well? Okay, we'll move on. Synergy core thing. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. Yep. Whoa. Hey.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Kind of like Bastion. It's all narrating over everything I do.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
You seem oddly insistent on this.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet fuck off. Okay.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
This is great. Oh, I can crouch.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I love it.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
Oh my god.
Your friends find this concerning.
I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it over this.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Oh my
He
god.
got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god. How long can I stay in here?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Really?
Got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here. And a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system, and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Oh my
In a
god.
situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Oh wow,
Hello?
that hits.
Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person in this computer is dead.
Oh
He
shit.
or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area
Oh, fuck.
and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
This kind of hits a little bit too close to home because we actually found a corpse in my apartment building. Game. Way to hit. Ooh, that's a little bit.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh my god, wow.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't know if I should piss it off or not. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it!
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Game, you're fucking with me.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Go backwards?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Okay.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Okay, this
so he
is
closed
fucking
his eyes
weird.
Gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Alright.
The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Okay.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Shit's going down.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
This is fairly upsetting.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up.
Oh,
My
fuck.
name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Fuck.
And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Are you going
But
to
on
start...
this particular day,
What?
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
This is
I know
really
what is real
fucking
and what
weird.
isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
This is upsetting for
Very
me.
important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
This is...
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.